The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
To Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Mixon again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Here's Mixon. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
It'll be Warner on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a first down throw. Warner dancing to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Warner. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Warner. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
A handoff to Mixon, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Patterson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 22. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Warner to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, Lions nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Caught by Allen. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and
3. 2nd down and 3.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Warner.
Yeah, this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Warner. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Check. Press.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 1st and 10, Warner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17. Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mixon on the toss right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Warner. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Warner from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, Warner. He's going to float this one deep right side.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Warner. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
He'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A 63-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Lions. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Warner throwing right, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Muscles him off. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Warner. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the give, this is their fullback. He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 24 yards. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First down, Giants.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt.